Welcome to Mark's British Airways Fleet Update, looking at short and long-haul fleets.
Thanks for joining us on the British Airways Fleet Update. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click for notifications.
Welcome to the British Airways Fleet Update. Going to take you through what's happening short and long haul aircraft. Lots to talk about as always. Just a reminder, the British Airways big news in the last few weeks has been a massive order of long haul aircraft, and that order is discussed in my video, which is called the Massive Aircraft Order for the British Airways Fleet Strategy Long Haul. Just click the link above or have a look on my YouTube page. Well, let's move on and have a look, as we always do, the British Airways CityFlyer Fleet Update. Embraer 190 Lima Charlie Alpha Hotel flew back from Exeter to London City as the CityJet 9760 on the 20th of May after maintenance at Exeter Aerospace. Commercial operations resumed that afternoon for that aircraft. Lima Charlie Alpha Bravo also returned from Exeter on the 24th of May as CityFlyer 9760. Lima Charlie Yankee Tango, interestingly, was flying back to London on the BA 3280 and diverted into Southend Airport in Essex due to weather on the evening of the 25th of May. It remained there overnight and then picked up a diaried engagement in Exeter for maintenance and flew direct from Southend to Exeter as the CityFlyer 9769 on the 26th of May, 4 days down at Exeter, and then returned as the CityFlyer 9770 back to London City on the 30th of May. And that means for the first time in many months there are no BA CityFlyer aircraft under maintenance at Exeter. On the Gatwick-based Euroflyer subsidiary fleet, Airbus A320s and A321s continued to make the news. Airbus A321 Echo Uniform X-Ray Lima remains at BA Glasgow under maintenance, been there since the 13th of May. Echo Uniform Victor remains on lease to BA Euroflyer, and it's been joined by sister aircraft Echo Uniform Yankee, which flew the BA 9270 London Heathrow over to Gatwick on the 25th of May, receiving a little bit of attention before it's due to pick up duties on the 31st of May, flying out on the BA 2676. And it's the end of the road for Gatwick-based Golf Alpha Tango Hotel that flew the Euroflyer 9750 London Gatwick to St Athan on the morning of Friday the 30th of May. It's gone there for scrap and part out. That marks the start of withdrawals for the Gatwick second-hand fleet and suggests we're going to see a further cascade of Airbus A320s from the mainline fleet at London Heathrow as new A320s and A321 Neos arrive. And let's just talk about Golf Alpha Tango Hotel. It made that journey to St Athan, but the aircraft was 24 years old. It had led a colourful existence operating across the world: North, Central, South America, Europe, the Middle East, South Asia and the Far East. It was delivered to El Salvador operator TACA on the 14th of June 2001, and then spent periods with Go Air in India, Mandela Airlines Indonesia, Honor Air in Turkey, before joining British Airways in 2015, transferring to the new subsidiary at Gatwick on the 15th of December 2023. We're expecting sister ship Golf Alpha Tango Juliet to be withdrawn by the end of July, but the other GAT sequence registrations expected to survive into 2024 26. The two Titan Airways A320s, Whiskey Kilo, Whiskey Mike, remain at Gatwick, but the sublease of one of those aircraft is due to terminate on Monday the 2nd of June. So unless BA can secure an additional lease period, they'll have to cover that work from one of their existing aircraft. Moving across to London Heathrow and looking at the Airbus fleet, Echo Uniform Yankee Romeo remains at Glasgow maintenance. Echo Uniform Yankee Foxtrot was reported on this programme last week having to make an emergency descent into Paris Charles de Gaulle on the BA 365 from Lyon, 23rd of May. The aircraft was unable to fly for 5 days, eventually made worthy to fly the BA 9272 from Charles de Gaulle to London Heathrow on the 28th of May. It did reach 24,000 feet on that flight and then resumed commercial duties 2 days later on the 30th of May on Friday afternoon with the BA 594 to Faro. Echo Uniform Tango remains at Malta for maintenance. Echo Uniform Papa remains at Madrid since the 9th of April for maintenance, and Echo Uniform Yankee Lima flew to Dublin as the BA 9270 on the 28th of May for maintenance. At Dublin, the crew returned with Echo Uniform Sierra on the BA 9271 that afternoon after maintenance at Dublin. Echo Uniform Papa Delta flew the BA 978 to Berlin on the 28th of May. It's remained on the ground at Berlin ever since with a maintenance issue, and Echo Uniform Yankee Papa remains at Malta for maintenance, been there since the 3rd of May. Bit of an update there on the screen for new aircraft deliveries from Toulouse and Hamburg, but nothing expected immediately. No news on the Airbus A350 fleet. That takes me on to the Airbus A380 fleet, where it's not a great story actually. X-Ray Lima Echo Bravo remains in Manila for its heavy maintenance, expecting we'll see that back soon. X-Ray Lima Echo Lima has been out of use at London Heathrow since the 22nd of May, expected to return to use on the 31st of May. And those aircraft out of use combined with X-Ray Lima Echo Golf out of use meant the BA 293 was cancelled, with its return leg 292 cancelled on the 27th of May and BA 213-212 cancelled on the 28th of May. Well, over on the Boeing 777 fleet, Victor India Bravo flew back from Cardiff to Heathrow, BA 9171 on the 26th of May, picked up commercial duties the next day with the first flight out to New York, the BA 117. We've spoken on this programme about Golf Sierra Tango Bravo Papa, how it was taken out of use in New York, eventually returned empty to Heathrow across the Atlantic, is then spent 2 weeks under repair at London Heathrow, been allocated to a number of flights and not appeared, but it was allocated to the BA 115 to JFK on the 27th of May, and it delivered on that allocation. 777 availability remains challenging. Yankee Mike Juliet out of use at Heathrow since the 13th of May. Victor India Alpha out of use at Heathrow since the 23rd of May, and Yankee Mike Echo out of use at Gatwick since the 26th of May. And because of that, Yankee Mike Lima flew the BA 9170 London Heathrow to Gatwick on the 28th of May, picked up Gatwick long-haul commercial duties, Tampa, Accra and New York JFK. Less capacity, of course, in that aircraft, which is a challenge. And Victor India Romeo featured last time when we talked about all of the Heathrow work that aircraft had picked up when they were short of Heathrow aircraft. It completed its flights with a New York rotation on the 26th of May and then immediately flew the BA 9170 to make a date it had set for maintenance at Cardiff, and that's where the aircraft currently is. Quite a bit happening on the 787 Dreamliner fleet. Zulu Bravo Kilo Mike 7879 returned from maintenance at Abu Dhabi as the BA 9172. Zulu Bravo Juliet Golf remains at Cardiff, as does Zulu Bravo Juliet Foxtrot Club Suites fitment, and Zulu Bravo Juliet Charlie flew the BA 9178 on the 21st of May for maintenance down at Cardiff. Zulu Bravo Kilo India, Zulu Bravo Kilo November out of use at Heathrow for a number of days. Kilo November keeps getting allocated to flights are not working, but expected to pick up a flight on the 30th of May. And it appears the Zulu Bravo Kilo Charlie 7879 has suffered ground damage at Sydney on arrival on the 28th of May. BA16 cancelled that evening. Aircraft remains on the ground awaiting repair. And Zulu Bravo Lima Foxtrot flew down to Cardiff on the 19th of May for maintenance at BA Cardiff, where it remains. That's your list of aircraft out of use, fair number. So that's it really. Thanks to all of you for watching this British Airways fleet update. Thanks if you engage with the video on YouTube and put a comment or a like. And thanks to everyone on Flyer Talk for the hints, the tips, the information and pointers for deeper research. Don't forget to check out the Flyer Talk website, and I will see you again here on Mark's Trains, Planes and Trams very soon.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe and click the notification button so you don't miss any of the great trips Mark has coming your way on this YouTube channel.